Hi guys. Hello. Thank you all for joining me. 48 others joined. To be in your live video. I don't quite know how that works. But anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit before I go to bed. That's why you're getting me fully lotioned and no hair slicked back. So I thought for a long time about how my skating career would end, because I'm getting to that point where every time I gain 1 pound, it hurts to ice skate. It's hard to promise myself that I'll go ice skating, even if I've already worked a 12-hour day and skating at 2 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 7 to go to Pilates. It's a lot of work to try and maintain the level of a skater that goes to these big shows in other countries where the other skaters are in very good shape or just coming off of a major championship and they're just awesome. And I still try very hard to be at their level and to skate at their level and to choose interesting music and entertain people. That's the most important part of my career right now, is to entertain people on ice and off the ice. I've chosen 2022 as the last year where I'll perform, most likely. I'm not going to pull a full-on Cher reinvention tour 30 times, but there just comes to be a point when your body needs to rest. And there is an incredible amount of emotion behind this, because I've dedicated my life to a sport that helped me grow. I dedicated my life to a sport that watched my parents throw away thousands of dollars so that I could succeed, and my family suffered for it. Now I've been able to create finances on my own that I can now take care of my family, which is one of the greatest things that I can do. Figure skating has been a part of my life through everything. From the age of 12, I started on a frozen cornfield behind my house in rural Pennsylvania, in Quarryville, Pennsylvania. And from then on, I was hooked. My first lesson in group classes, I already could land an axel. And that was very impressive to the coaches, but I had no idea what that meant. And after that, 9 years later, I was standing in the middle of Olympic ice. 9 years, guys. It's unheard of. I don't know any other skater maybe that's done that. But I hold extreme pride in the things that I was able to accomplish in my career. I've had so many highs and so many lows, luckily very few injuries, and I've grown to love my fans around the world, in Japan, in Russia, in China, in Europe, in America, of course. And the thought of not performing for them, it makes me so sad. But there comes a time in every performer's life and in every athlete's life where you have to say goodbye to that dream that started when you were 12 years old, skating on a cornfield that had frozen over. I love figure skating, and figure skating has developed me into everything that I am today. I'm opinionated. I'm really into fashion. Now it's part of my job almost. And I am so lucky to have found something, first, that I was good at, but second, that I love. And it included my whole family. And I remember taking my mother to Red Square in Moscow for the first time. and just watching her eyes light up with tears. And I was able to do that for her. And to go to this competition and let my mom see the world, and that means something. There are certain people that I know in my career. Ilya Glebov, an Estonian pair skater. I may never again see him in my life, yet we shared some of the biggest moments in our lives together at the Olympic Games. My whole life has been centered around figure skating, so for me to think of stopping it is such a difficult question. It's such a difficult thing to do, because what will come next? And that's what taking this role on Spinning Out is doing for me. It's a next step, perhaps. If I do well as an actor, perhaps I can be an actor a little while after I stop skating. I don't want to coach. Maybe choreograph some programs, but I don't want to coach. I have spent so much time on an ice rink that I couldn't, not right now, become a coach, because it still isn't taking me away from that world enough. Commentary is a huge amount. I have a huge amount of pride in my commentary and how hard I work with Tara to make figure skating interesting and to make our audience understand what they're watching. But my career, if I can give some stories, when I tried to return to competition in 2012 season, I was never skinnier. I was landing quads in the practices. Galina Yakovlevna Zmievskaya was so proud of us to go to competition. And I went to the final practice of the free skate after I'd placed last in the short program. And I looked at Galina Yakovlevna and I said, Galina, я могу. I can't. And she said, okay, just go do a triple toe loop. And I went and did one for her, and I said, no, my time is over. And very much I have the same feeling about the touring and skating and training every day late at night. And it's hard when I'm balancing like 5 careers and still trying to skate and be great. To be in a show and skate worthy in a way that I could skate alongside Yuzuru Hanyu or Yevgenia Medvedeva. I'm hard on myself because I have to be. Other people don't tell you the truth, so I'm hard on myself. And that's an athlete's mentality. If there's ever anything going to be wrong, it's because of me. And I own that. I've skated for many years in shows in America, in Russia, in Japan. And there are some older skaters that will come and they can't skate to the level that they once did. And they come almost as if it's for a paycheck. I never want to be that skater. I want to announce 2022 will be my last year of touring, because I want to come and have people applaud for an actual element, not just for the legacy that I am. I want them to be inspired that I'm pushing and I'm trying to skate for them. I want everyone to be able to see me live before I stop performing. Taking this away from myself, it's a very sad moment because this is the only way that I've lived my life. But I know and I believe that I'll have an afterlife from sports and from figure skating. Aside from commentary, I don't know how I'll fit into the world of figure skating. I don't know if I'll become Brad Pitt. I don't know if I'll become a great songstress. Who knows? But I know that life is short and you should do things that make you happy. And skating makes me happy. And it's just a time in my performing career that I want to open up a spot for a younger skater, for someone to take my spot and to wow the audiences with their performance, to receive the standing ovations, to receive the amounts of presents, and to be truly special, to feel like a rock star. And now at age 34, my time is almost over. And I'm going to give my best for the next few years until 22, after the Beijing Winter Olympics. I will be prepared. I will have new music. I will have new costuming every time. I'm going out with the bang. And I don't expect this at all to be like a revival tour where I'm like, oh, I just feel like skating again. No. This will be it, so I can focus on maybe having a family again, maybe finding another husband, maybe having a baby someday. These sorts of things have their own time in my life, at least to explore them. And if I'm constantly all over the world, those things aren't realities. So, me announcing that I would quit skating last night, it wasn't meant to make anyone sad. I've had a career in the professional skating longer than most. I was never a world or Olympic champion, even though I should have been. I have relied very much on you, my fans, for keeping my career alive, for helping me to get hired into shows, because that's what you want to see, and you guys are my power and my strength. And I'm so thankful to all of you who've wanted to see me for this long and to keep me around. It's an honor that I can never repay. The way I can repay is by skating and skating my heart out every time that I do. Now, I'll fully do an official I'm crying, I retire message, probably not on Instagram live. But what I want to make you all understand is that I have a coach. I come from humble beginnings. I have a family that's very supportive of me and my career. But you guys are the ones that have made me be able to live the life that I lead. You guys are the ones that have petitioned so that I be in a certain place, or worked hard to be sure that Johnny shows up in this tour or that tour. In Japan, I see the American flags all over the arena after I skate, and in general, I'm the only American there, and it fills me with so much pride that even though I just didn't win everything that I wanted to, my dreams didn't come true in my skating. I never won the Olympics. And, my health is certainly a thing. Like, I have to sort of diet like I did when I was competing because I need to be slim to skate, and I have to live a certain lifestyle where skating is the only thing for me, but do that and juggle 5 other jobs at the same time. It's very hard. So anyway, I think I can handle a short time more, 2022, after the Beijing Olympics, and that'll be it. It'll give me time to create a family if I want to. It'll be a time to produce a large ice skating show maybe in Las Vegas, and they freeze the fountains for us at Caesar's Palace. Who knows? Who knows what the world will hold for me? But I know that I want to always deliver Johnny Weir and my best skating. I don't want to be one of these guys that shows up for the shows and just takes a paycheck and does nothing on the ice, nothing new. I always want to excite my audience and to make them feel good. I want them to laugh with me and cry with me. And I'm so thankful to so many of you who have done that and to have seen me live. I'm so glad that you could come. And I hope so much that my legacy in this sport is to be different, to be unique, to believe yourself, and to remember that when you're on the ice, no matter what hoopla is around you, You stand alone. I love you all so much for the amount of support you've given me for my career. I love you all so much for helping me to have a future. From cornfield to whatever you think I am now has been a long, long road, and I have you to thank for it. I love you so very much, and I'm sorry if you wanted me to continue to skate until I was 50, but it's not possible for me. I love you, and I'm in awe of all of you, and I thank you for my career, because it isn't just my talent that made me who I am now. It's my mother and her strength, my father and his strength, and of course, it's you. Good night.